One, two.
Hello out there in YouTube land, Rival here. Thanks for stopping by. I got something pretty sweet for you guys on the turntable today. So we're going to dive into comparing and contrasting the three current offerings in the Sinkevich folder line from Zero Tolerance Knives, Kai USA. All three American made, all three based on the same design, same size overall, but very different in configuration and availability. So that's what we're going to really focus on and talk about. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, I'm going to give you a lot of details on all three knives, so if you're familiar with one, I apologize, but yes, we're here to talk about. So the bottom being the Zero Tolerance 0454. This was overall Blade Show Knife of the Year in 2013. Was a limited edition piece. Nobody knows exactly how many were produced, 270-ish released in the United States. This is the Zero Tolerance 0454 204P. It's the only one that shares that same 0454 name. 204P signifying the steel, whereas this has got a three-piece composite blade. This is solid 204P. And then this is the 0452. This one features a S35VN blade steel. It's a standard production model, more readily available. This one being a Russian exclusive, so you can only get it. It was only sent to the Russian distributors to kind of celebrate that partnership with Zero Tolerance and Dmitry Sinkevich, and celebrate the expansion into that Russian market. So pretty sweet little piece. So we'll start with this guy, and actually I'm going to fold these up so we can kind of float around in between the three. So a couple of big differences right off the bat. You've got carbon fiber, you've got titanium frame locks, and then a sub frame lock. So meaning that titanium lock is nested into a solid carbon fiber frame to help save on weight. Sculpted clip. 3D titanium sculpted clip. This is a spring clip, standard steel clip, but it very much mimics the shape of this. And you can see they went with a standard fold-over clip on this one. I actually really like this clip. So this one goes right up to, but not past, the cutout, which is good. This one doesn't have a cutout, which helps, but it's very, very stiff, being a 3D sculpted clip. This one's a little more springy, but I really like deep carry clips, and I like this stubby little clip. I don't need a big-ass clip that goes halfway down the knife. So I really appreciate the retention that these two clips are going to give you. So both of these knives are 3D machined. They're contoured, meaning they got that rounded, convex feel. They help kind of fill up that hand. This one being the thickest, this one in between, and this one being the thinnest. It does not have that contouring. Hopefully you're getting that without it. Sorry guys, trying to focus. There you go. So you can see a little bit of that contouring versus that just flat. That really helps save pocket real estate. I'll tell you what, I got some jeans that got bigger pockets, some with smaller pockets, so having that nice thin option, but still packing a 4-inch blade is a pretty nice option. And this does really fold up into a tight package, so really, really nice. Another difference between these three. So you've got titanium pivots here. You've got a standard steel pivot, I believe. So this one's got a satin finish with blackened or DLC on the low areas, which is a pretty sweet look. Matches that carbon fiber really nice. And then these two both share the same milled pivot, which is also very nice. So I'm going to show you guys this one because it literally just came out, and there's not going to be too many in the United States, I don't imagine. They weren't exactly cheap. We'll see what the secondary market has to say about them, but being that this thing came out with a price of $500 and you regularly see them between, I don't know, $600 and $800, I would imagine this matching it or going higher. So overall, on top of that contouring, you've got this beautiful, long, almost kind of pinstripe 3D milling that goes the entire length. And this exact same pattern is mimicked in the G10 side. You get some really cool reflection just from, you know, contouring the G10 itself. So adding that it really makes for a beautiful and elegant look. I'm not normally a black G10 kind of guy. I like a little bit more going on. I usually find the black G10 very plain, but that nice elongated milling really is nice. You've got the two-tone stonewash satin finish on the blade, which again is gorgeous. Little scary to be, you know, putting it to hard use, getting that beautiful thing all scratched up, but I've got plans to do some acid stonewashing to this one too. That way I don't have that problem. But it really is a beautiful two-tone finish. They started doing this last year on the, what was it, the 801 series, the 801 CFs, that two-tone, and oh, it's gorgeous. They carried it over to the 562s and then the Emerson collaboration. I really liking that two-tone look. The 452 shares that same, shares that same two-tone. Satin. Like I said, I'm going to be acid stonewashing this baby though. There's some funky little scuff marks that I got on this one. I literally got it today. Wasn't expecting it until later in the week. Same with the other one, but yeah, some weird scuff marks on this one. Though, as far as I'm concerned, not a big deal, because like I said, in I don't know, a day or two, it's getting dunked in acid, and it's all going to look different. I'm digging the carbon fiber though. It really is beautifully done. It's that 2x2 twill, so that big, thick, fat pattern. I used to use this stuff a lot. I still have a bunch of it and still use it from time to time, probably from a different supplier, but I love that pattern, that thick 2x2 pattern. And they just did some nice contour, or not contouring, but nice beveling, chamfering, if you will, on the edges, so that it really does slip into that hand really well. And one of the most beautiful things about this design is this, you know, the double groove here, and then you've got like a little bump in the middle. I mean, it just hugs that hand. It's one of the more comfortable knives, and especially when you talk about the OG, because it's just a hair fatter. It really fills that hand beautifully, but it's so slim and slender and gives you that 4-inch knife overall. It's an amazing design. So I don't know. Oh yeah, another big difference. So this being a flow-through construction, being standard production, you're going to get these things for around 220-ish street if you can find them. As far as I could tell, every time they pop up somewhere, they sell out really fast. But it's standard production, so more and more batches are going to be coming out, and they'll be more and more readily available. But it's just got standard pillars. They all feature KVT ball bearing pivots, and the action on these things, I mean, it's incredible. There's no other word. You know, everybody's got smooth pivots. It's got ball bearing pivots. It's a different kind of feeling. It's not. I'm not talking about the smoothness. I'm talking about you can actually feel, being that 4.1-inch blade, the momentum of that blade just thundering out. And on the 454, excuse me, guys, it's really great feeling. But on this full titanium frame lock, I mean, they got these things dialed in. That thing just thunks out hard, and this one even more so. I mean, you can just hear and feel those things. But they are very snappy. They are very much light switches. If you're used to, you know, just grabbing the tip of this thing and flipping it out, there's way too much detent for that. You got to put your whole finger on it, and you got to light switch that bad boy, and it is never gonna not fully deploy. In order to break that detent, you've got to give it enough momentum to fully deploy. It's fantastic. So great action on those pivots and on that KVT ball bearing system. So the back spacers on these are slightly different. Again, really setting off this Russian exclusive, just making it something completely different and unique, and making it a collector piece all its own. But it's got a little more subdued, just standard single row. There you go. That nice kind of gear pattern look. And then it's got a slight protruding on the back, slight protruding on the bottom. And then this has got that double row split. It's kind of like a fork, and then gear patterned, and that goes all the way through. Just a really awesome look. And then it's got beveled on the inside just to give it, I don't know, almost a floating back spacer kind of look. Whoops, sorry guys. There we go. Sorry guys. So yeah, just a unique back spacer pattern. But again, These two being identical in weight, 4.24 ounces when I weighed them on my personal scale. This one being 4.94, just a hair heavier. But they are three great, incredible knives. I don't know what else to talk to you guys about as far as these things go. If you got questions, put them down in the comments below, and I'll definitely do my best to answer them. I'll probably posting on USN with some details as well. Have some conversations going. But they are three incredible knives. Great to carry, just a great size. Obviously, I just got these two, so I haven't been able to EDC them yet, but I have EDC'd this one. It is a great size. Like, again, that slim, slender. They all come in under that 5-ounce barrier, so some of you guys that really don't like those big, thick, heavy knives, this is not that. And there's one coming out later this year that's going to be a little bit smaller. I think it's like a 3 or 3.2 inch blade, and it's going to be just titanium, slim titanium on both sides, and supposedly that one's going to come in around or maybe even under 2 ounces. At least that's what the fact sheet says, so we will see about that one. But all in all, these are three impressive knives. Fit and finish is impeccable. The quality of materials is just, it's amazing. I mean, even the S35 VN steel on this, they do a great job of heat treating that stuff, and S35 VN is a fantastic steel, but the 204P on here is even better. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. So we were just finishing up talking about the blade steels, but again, the 204P being the Carpenter steel analogous to the Bowler M390, which is a little bit more difficult to get these days, I understand, and both being extremely expensive premium steels. And then this one having the D2 with the sandwich material, because again, it's a 3-piece composite blade, that middle steel being the 14C28N Sandvik steel. Another great steel, but these are more working steels, but they really are showing off with their machining capabilities with a knife like this. So yeah, three great examples from the Kai USA team that have been coming out 2013, but it didn't hit the streets till 2014, and then these most recently. So yeah, that's what we have for you this week. Thanks for stopping by. We got some more stuff coming up. I got some other blades that got sent in for a review, which is pretty cool, part of a pass around. And then, yeah, I got some more projects on the horizon, so thanks for stopping by. Peace.